It's your boy Top Cat 100. You back at the Real Field TV. Now I know it been a little while, but I'm back with y'all. So now y'all remember the last video when I said certain names were being thrown up and certain names were being mentioned. And of course, Jay-Z was one of those names now. Before we get up on Jay-Z, I wouldn't touch on Cowboy, Fishy Cuz real quick. Now, as y'all can see, he was inside the alleyway. He was talking to police and the whole nine. And here's the thing. It doesn't matter what they was talking about. It just matters the fact that it happened. That's what you got to look at. And through all these LAPD connections and government connections to the Nipsey setup that I've been talking about, you all don't look at the core base of what I'm saying. Now, this Jay-Z name came up. Now, Fishy Cuz, Jay-Z, Big U. What do all of them have in common? All of them got police connections. Whether it's through charity work, whether it's through the industry, retired police cops, that was security guards or the whole nine. Now, Nipsey, we all know, didn't deal with cops. But he wanted to actually really do something good for the neighborhood, and that's squash a lot of beef and brain games together, which would have stopped a whole lot of money. So, with that being said, Jay-Z been a person that was always supportive of Nipsey during the beginning of his career. So, might I ask, with him buying 10,000 of Nipsey mixtapes and always standing next to Nip and befriending him, and I'm sure he opened his mind up to a lot of inner circles through the industry. And maybe Jay-Z was sent to make him conform and actually go with the flow. And one thing about this industry, they don't like ownership. Nipsey owned the lot. Nipsey owned his music. And this part of the reason why the altercation even happened. So, between Big U and Black Sam and also Nipsey. So, I'm just here to just ask questions like, what's Jay-Z's true motives? Did he orchestrate some things? Was he that blind eye that nobody was actually peeping out? Like, what's really going on with dude? I see a lot of laws being passed through prison reform and through a lot of things that just seem fishy to me, that it makes it seem like he helping the community, but maybe it may be just hurting it. Now, if you look at the Jay-Z documentary, A Genius Leaves the Hood, you would see how even in his home city of Brooklyn, that he have did damage to the Brooklyn people. Now, he did a lot for Brooklyn. We're not going to say he didn't. But the regentrification thing, to get the Barclays Center where it was, and certain people such as D. Haven and other type things, and people he left behind, even Dame, which made him seem like a changed man. But at the end of the day, when it came to him and Nipsey was standing firm on his belief, and he always wanted to be independent. And like I say, one thing in this game that these devils is not going to let you be is independent. Look at Tulsa, Oklahoma. Look at, a lot of things that a lot of independent people started up in the first place. Like, if they can't get a piece of the pie, that's just like Michael Jackson, after he finished that This Is It tour. He was going to be out of debt, and he was going to own all his music. Plus, he owned the Beatles publishing. So what you got to understand about publishing, and when you own your own publishing, that's how you eat afterwards when everything's said and done. So we looking at you right now, Jay. We really looking at you, and we paying attention. So it might be a part 2 to this one, because we really got to really dig into it and just see what the facts are and what's going on. So with that being said, this the Real Field TV. Shout out to the 100 Mob. Shout outs to all the new subs. And we gonna keep it rocking just like that. Salute.